Hi friends, today I'm going to read the book Letting Go of Your Bananas: How to Become More Successful by Getting Rid of Everything Rotten in Your Life. Dr. Daniel Durbin. So this is a very interesting book because I liked it. I thought I should read it for you. Introduction. Everyone has a story. Life is like a bunch of bananas. Some are good, some are rotten. Letting Go of Your Bananas is a book that will help you identify the areas, situations, circumstances, and people in your life that you need to get let go of. They represent the bananas that you are better off without. At the same time, you can select all the positive bananas in your bunch and enjoy the sweetness they add to your life. We each one have bunch of bananas, and each rotting banana in your bunch or in our bunch represents the area of our life where we are limited, settling, and just plain stuck. Perhaps we are stuck with old behaviors and false beliefs. Maybe our obstacles are very real or just vividly imagined. The bananas we are holding on may be of our own making, are thrust upon us by others. What matters most is that each one of us cling to something that prevents us from getting some of the things we want most in our life. So, though he has used the word bananas, I'm just sharing my viewpoint. So, it's basically he's trying to say, the author is trying to say that there are areas of your life which are really good, which are really sweet, and there are areas of your life which are not helping us to be in a state of peace, in a state of happiness, but at the same time we are not ready to let go of that situation. This book is about your personal bunch of bananas and the things that you hold on, and the things that hold you back and limit your life. Consider the following: at the very moment you decided to let go your bananas and move beyond the barriers that hold you back, you can live the life of your dreams. The more people I met, the more intrin- intrigued I become with the many ways people can overcome the obstacles they are in the ways of getting what they want. I do believe that each one of us have a unique destiny, a special reason why we were put here, a mission to fulfill, and a great purpose for our existence. Letting go of your bananas has was created so you can be free yourself to the obstacle that bananas can create for your free yourself from the obstacles that you hold on back. Allow you to find life free of rotten bananas, a life of personal freedom, and a life of unlimited potential. Everyone has a story, and each of our stories seems to explain perfectly our existence and our present conditions in life. Have you ever wondered what series of coincidences or events brought you to the place where you find yourself right now? You have you ever stopped to consider that the universe has a grand design for you? There is one, a grand design for you. At the very moment, you are exactly where you are supposed to be, doing those things that you are supposed to be doing, like reading this book or listening to this book. While you may not be able to alter all the events in your past that brought you where you are right now, the message from this book of letting go of your bananas will provide you with an opportunity to write a story for the rest of your life. And while the story of your past may be interesting, exciting, challenging, or just plain depressing, your future is yet to be written. Well, your future begins right now. I was born in 1946, and or as my children call it, the black and white days, because there are no color photographs of my childhood. However, my story began in April 1920, when the young Polish immigrant by the name Rose Altman, already the mother of two, found out she was pregnant with a child she could not afford to have. Torn with conflicting emotions, she had been told that there is a doctor in New York City who would perform an illegal abortion for a small fee. And as much as the woman did want to lose her baby, she sought out to the doctor's help. When the day arrived that the abortion had to be performed, the woman traveled from her home to the doctor's office and waited positively in the doctor's waiting room. Unbeknownst by the rose, the doctor, a married man, has impregnated his nurse, whom he had promised to marry if she aborted her pregnancy. Well, the nurse did exactly that, believing that the doctor would leave his wife and marry her. On the day of Rose's abortion, the doctor told his nurse that he had decided to stay with his wife and would not be marrying her. The nurse, obviously shocked and dismayed, left the office, returned with a pistol, and shot the doctor to the death. No doctor, no abortion. Rose took this remark event as an omen that perhaps that she was supposed to have this baby after all, and she left the doctor's office. She went to home to complete her pregnancy and give birth. This story is true, and for me, extremely fortunate. You see, the young woman Rose was my grandmother, and the baby she gave birth was my mother. That's how I got here, and that's my story. As a child, I I was told that I had a special mission in life, a mission to help many people make life better, and that all the events in on of that day in the spring of 1920 brought me to the exact place where I was supposed to be. You you may never know what life events brought you to the place. You may never know what life events brought you to the place where you find yourself at this moment, at this very moment. And I am not certain you need to know or understand how you got where you are. The only thing that really matters is what are you going to do with the rest of your life. If you're willing to believe that everything you have examined or experienced in your life to this point was designed to allow you to fulfill your destiny of greatness, you are on your way to bursting the very barrier you encounter and letting go of every rotten banana that you may be holding. The journey we take and the roadblock we encounter on our way to the more complete life are the very thing that shapes our character and make us one of the kind people. I believe that you are exactly where you are supposed to be, and all the events that have occurred in your life may have been intentionally placed before you to allow you to maximize your human potential and realize your personal greatness. It has been said that we attract into our lives all the situations and the circumstances that enable us to shape our own destinies. We attract all our life opportunities as well as all our personal and professional bananas or barriers. While taking advantage of opportunities, we make our life enjoyable and rewarding and bursting with personal and professional barriers is the trait of greatness. A banana is loosely defined as something you cling to that blocks you from getting from one place to another. When you stop to consider what that we spend the majority of our existence getting from one place to another, learning how to get rid yourself of limitations in an essential part of creating a life that is both simulating and challenging. Becoming a barrier buster or letting go of your limitations demands that you explore all the opinions that you can improve the quality of all aspects of your life. When it comes to getting rid yourself of your real or perceived limitations, your most important weapon will be resourcefulness and urgency. The more you want to go beyond your personal present place, the more you are driven to find creative ways to reach your destination. All success in life is about getting from wherever you are to wherever you want to be. Letting go of your past, where you have come from, and getting to a better future requires that you change the way you think and behave. Only once you embrace new thoughts and behaviors you will live your life free of rotten things or aspects of life which you don't want to be. Resourcefulness barrier buster knows that the only thing that matters in the end is the result, not necessarily how you reach your desired outcome. Their strategies for success is rather simple: over, under, around, or through, but come out of the situation and reach your destination. People who are committed in living a life free of rotten bananas approach each task with "I am prepared to whatever it takes" attitude. All of their actions are consistent with their attitudes of making a better life for themselves. They may just believe that they have overcome any barrier with pure will, determination, and a burning desire to improve their lives and the lives of others around them. To go beyond your present place, you must be driven by a burning desire, a mentally fueled by exciting outcomes that awaits you. Consider, if you will, and that you are ideally designed to be living a life you presently have. In order for you to let go of your past, create a bright future, you must be willing to alter your personal design. You alter your personal designs and let go of your rotten parts of your life or rotten bananas by asking yourself some quality questions. Questions like, what is possible for me? Or what do I really want out of life? Curiosity about your personal and professional potential should become the driving force in your life. Remember, where you are in your present situation is not nearly as important as where you're going in your life. All the successful people is about directions, and as long as you consistently move in the directions of your dream, you're on your way to a life free of limitations of the past. If you feel stuck as you begin to read this book, that's okay. You may feel right now that it's only a temporary situation, and if you are prepared to break out your state of stuck or go for the barrier bursting change, your present state of stuck can be totally unimportant in the grand scheme of things what life holds in store for you. In fact, it's probably a good thing to consider that you have gone through this point in your life as one huge learning experience. All that matters is what you do with from this point on. Now, can the beginning of a newer and a better life, a life filled with limitless opportunities and amazing experience. After all, that's what you are destined for a birth. Letting go of your bananas provides you with 12 key things or 12 key aspects that you need to know and adhere to in your life in order to take you from where you are to where you want to be. The choice is yours, and to the degree that you adhere to these 12 key principles and make them part of your life, you will alter your destiny. This is the time for you to learn and grow. This is the time to begin your personal journey of improvement. This is the time to sort out the bunch of bananas that represent your life. This is the time to keep the bananas that fulfilled and enriched your life and get rid of every rotten thing that holds you back. Thank you. If you like this book, just put your comments and I'll add the next part to it. Thank you. Bye bye.